Today's box card is the Cardinal crate box card.
Merry Christmas!
So the Cardinal crate box card is from the Home for Christmas box card set from svgcuts.com. And the only patterns that I have are the plaid for this piece right here and the plaid for here. And the sides and the front, I used an embossing folder. I don't know if you can see that. I used an embossing folder to make it look like it's wood. You probably won't be able to see it. You'll probably be able to see it better when I go to make it. So all I did was I put the three pieces together with some washi tape. And I couldn't get the washi tape off after I embossed it. So those are in the back. And this is a very difficult box card to make only because of all of the pieces are, well, they were difficult to cut too. I mean, not cut, they were difficult to remove from off the mat once it was cut, is what I mean. Because of all the little pieces of the leaves is just really tiny, and you have to be careful. And I ended up having to recut a couple of pieces because as I was peeling the paper off, the leaves were coming off too. So you have to be really careful with that. Some of the most difficult pieces, I'm going to do a time lapse so that it's not such a long video. Also, these berries on here and on this piece, those I painted because although she did, Mary from svgcuts.com, she did include red berries to cut. The first time I made this card, I had to figure out where each one goes because they're all different sizes and they're all different shapes, and it was just too much. So the next time I made it, the next year after that, I just decided I'm going to buy some paint and then I'm just going to paint them. So the one on here and the one on here, these are white. I mean, these are on white paper. So this is a different shade of red than this because of the fact that this is on like a brown paper. So it's a little darker on here, but it is a nice card and it's fun to make. So I'm just going to show you how I made it. Okay, so I did some time-lapse videos and I'm going to show them now. I'm going to show the painting of the berries and laying these out and then embossing them. Okay, I thought that it would be easier to just show them. Sorry they don't have any music. I once again, I am afraid to put music on here and get in trouble, so I'm just going to not. So my pieces that I painted, I don't need them right now, but they're kind of still drying anyway. So for these wood grain pieces for the sides and the front, I have to cut the other side, or I have to cut the pieces apart because of the washi tape. I can't take the washi tape off, otherwise it'll tear the paper. So I'm just going to cut them and then just place the or glue the wood grain pieces on. And they just go on like this. On this side they go up to the edge, and on this side they actually go right in the middle. So I was going to time lapse it, but I think I'll just put these on now without time lapse. I don't want to rely on time lapse for everything because then you won't see my process. Okay, that's one in the middle. And it sucks that I have to use washi tape, but my hands are so unsteady that I have to. Let me see. This, I don't know if this is what that's called. Yeah, washi tape. And this is from Barely Art Glue. And this is the Shiny Sherbet set. And this just goes in here with this. And this is the one that I've been using for all of these to stick the paper together so that I can emboss it. Where's my glue? I'm afraid that what happens is I put it in the embossing folder and then it slides around, and that's the reason I want to tape it together, because if it's in one giant piece then I can close the embossing folder and squeeze it while I put it in the machine, or I put it in those two plates, and then I put it in the embossing machine. I would like to get the bigger one because well, it's bigger, and I'd probably still have to hold the handle, but I don't know. But it's just a lot of money and I don't need it. I don't emboss too many things, and it's really for die cutting, the bigger one, and I don't do die cuts. All I do is emboss the occasional paper for wood grain, or for, you know, like with snowflakes or whatever. And this piece actually fell off, so look, this piece is already falling off too, so that's fine. I am going to have to cut off because when it broke, it left a little bit on the outside. That's fine. I don't know which way it went, but I think it went this way. Yeah, it lines up with this. Oops. And so I just gotta, or have to center it with this top one. Okay, that's one piece. I think I can go ahead and well, I guess it doesn't really make a difference if I put these together, because it's not going to matter. There's not going to be anything in here on the inside, so I'll just put that to the side. Just put this side on. And I chose the plaid for the pattern because SVG Cuts did a plaid, but it was different. I have a whole plaid paper, what do you call it? A paper pad that's all plaid colors, but or all plaid patterns. I've used a lot of them though. And I do have a lot of plaid digital paper. But for this one, I just figured that the one from the Recollections pad would work, but just as good. If it was something that needed the plaid to be tiny, then that would be one thing, but I don't need it to be tiny for this. And it's unfortunate that this washi tape wouldn't come off. It comes off easily before I put it through the embossing machine. Okay, so these two go in here. And I did this instead of white because of, you know, otherwise what would I need it for? Although there are some cards where you still have to put a white piece over white, like on the church. Only because it gives some definition. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and put these together. And then I can set this box to the side. And I am going to put all of these together with time lapse after this, because it's just going to take a long time to get them done. And once I finish that, then I'll go back to regular and put them inside the box. And I'm just going to put this on here. Oops. And when I hold this card, when I hold them like this, it has like a corrugated feeling, like a corrugated box. Okay, so this is the box. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing the layers in time lapse. Okay, so well, that was 3 minutes, but it took a lot longer than 3 minutes to do. So um, it would have been probably about 20 minutes, maybe. I think I don't know exactly how long. I wasn't looking at the time before I hit the stop button because I was looking at the PDF. So this is just going to go in here in the back, and I'm going to have to hold it this way so I can see. I have to push it all the way up against the back to make sure that it's on this side too. And you see here, it's going to be, it's going to have to show that space in there. Okay. To make sure it goes all the way up against the back. And this is number 2. Yeah, this is number 2. And this one is going to go up against that, and it's got these little tiny things that's going to be on the top of these handles. hold it so I can see it. This one was very difficult for me to do just because of how small these tabs are. And I have to make sure that it doesn't fall down while I'm trying to fold it. It's going to go butt up against the number 3. And when I usually when I cut the chipboard, a lot of times I'll just do the strip like this one, but some of these, like this one, needed the chipboard to go all the way up because I didn't want this sagging. And same with this. But once I put this thing on, this thing actually stabilizes it because it sits in front here and in the back on this side. So I probably didn't really need the chipboard, but you know, it doesn't hurt to have it just in case. Oops. And this goes, normally I'd have it go this way, but the way they have this thing cut is supposed to go on top of that handle. So just make sure that it's on straight. There you go. And then the final part is the pieces that go here. So this one I'll do here. It won't take that long. I got these pieces. So I'm going to switch over to the PDF so I can see. Okay, so these 2 pieces go on in this direction. So I just make sure that the bottom touches exactly the way it's supposed to be. And then this goes on this way. So I'm just going to go down here. I don't know if you can hear my dog snoring. Okay, well, this piece is just going to lay like this right here. And then we have these 2. Which sit like this. Okay. And that, I have to use my tweezers a lot with this card, or with these pieces. And I can't find them. Here they are. Okay. So this piece just goes I'm just going to go halfway up. This goes right here. Maybe up a little higher. Now my final piece, well, this is my final piece, but this goes on next. So I'm just going to put the dots on the back of the berries, this one too, and then just on the stick parts, just place it in here like that. And then this is the final piece. It goes on like this. That wasn't on right. It was supposed to be the other way, but it doesn't really matter. So that's the Cardinal crate box card. and you can see the wood grain now in this light. So anyway, oh, the envelope. I almost forgot the envelope. I'm going to move this because of all of the glue. Now my dog wants to go outside, so I'm going to hurry. And the flap is going to, looks like this thick tape. I got some dried up glue on there. I might have to make another envelope. So that's it. That's the Cardinal crate box card. And oops, this actually goes in like this so that everything's more in the middle. I've tried to put it on like this and it just doesn't fit because of this piece that sticks out. So it's better to just go like this. And then it just pops right in here in the envelope. Oh, I forgot a button. Oops. Let's see, I put the button right here. Oh, this one looks good. 'Tis the season to be merry. I'll go right there. And we'll go right inside of the envelope. Just like this. And there you go. That is the Cardinal crate box card. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.